up and just felt right. Phone blown like a tailpipe. Today's schedule airtight. I turn a short day into a long night. See you soon if you...
Alright, what's going on, guys? It's about time I've made another video. It's been really hard trying to get the car clean and having enough time to actually post anything. I figured give it a little bit of an update here. Nothing major really changed since the last update. I've been kind of putting money elsewhere, but I did do one of the things I mentioned in the last video, and that is my off-road reverse lights I put in. But I figured I'd just do a quick walk around the car now that it's finally clean for once. In terms of plans right now, I do want to get it wrapped at some point. I'll be doing that myself. Not sure when that's going to happen. Once again, depending on what I want to put the money towards. But yeah, it's been pretty good so far. Paint's been holding up well since I painted my front lip. Well, repainted and then redid the grill. I finally threw my plate in my dash. I couldn't handle having it on the front end anymore. I think it looks a lot better this way. I know a lot of the people in the last videos were saying, you know, how I really need to drop the car, and I just really cannot do that around where I live. As it is, that I'm surprised this front lip's still in one piece with the amount of places I bottom out from potholes and going into steep parking lots. So this car is definitely not getting dropped anytime soon. So let's get to the reverse lights though. Just a little walk around here on the car. So they're mounted down under here. You can see them there. There's two of them. So basically what I did to mount these two, there's two stock holes there for the OEM bumper where it mounts to, and I decided to use those with the thin piece of metal that holds them on. I can see if I can try to show this, but I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah, I guess you can kind of see. So you see there's a piece of metal strip that I basically bolted to. It's just a piece of aluminum I got from the hardware store, and then I just, you know, bolted the two lights up to it. I wired the two lights in together. I ran the entire wiring harness all the way down to the front of the car, and then I pulled it up towards this side of the car. So I've got one too many wiring harnesses on the car at this point, but not too big of a deal. So I'm going to turn them on real quick. I might put a video later on at night so they're better to see, but for now this is what I got. So I put the switch here. There used to be the traction control switch there, but I don't really touch that much. So this was the best spot because I left them on once while in Pennsylvania and I got pulled over real quick. So to prevent from doing that again, I moved the switch somewhere where I can always see it. So right now during the daytime, you can see a little bit here, the light on the ground. If you get down here, they are definitely obnoxious to be around at all. I think I'm going to actually back the car up into the garage, so that way with the lights off in here you can get a little bit of a better idea. They help a lot. They're not as good as a backup camera, but for the $25 I think I spent on them, plus, you know, like, I don't know, like a $10 wiring harness, can't beat it. They've held up pretty good so far with all the rain, considering they're in the worst location. You could probably put an off-road light in terms of water, as those mud flaps kick up a lot back there. So they've definitely been a very helpful addition now. You can see my driveway here is very steep and curvy, so at nighttime I can't see anything out the back end of this car. So, alright, so I moved in the garage for you guys because it's not dark out yet, but this is about as good as I'm going to get for this. Figured it'd be easier to show it in here than it would be at night. So yeah, so you can see here on the floor, they're putting out a pretty good amount of light. So they don't have an amazing amount of distance because these are more so floodlights than they are like a spotlight. But they definitely throw out a ton of light. And they're pretty discreet with the way I mounted them. And I've been pretty happy so far. So I haven't seen anybody else do anything like this, probably because it's a little bit crazy, but I'm a big off-road fan, so I figured why not. If you have any questions about the car or anything like that, or any help on removing parts, let me know, and thanks for watching.